Just weeks after his first major defeat at Aspern-Essling, Napoleon Bonaparte returned to face the Austrian army in July 1809. This time the emperor planned meticulously, striking decisively near Wagram, east of Vienna. The result was a massive confrontation that would restore Napoleon's reputation and reshape Central Europe. The stage, Austria strikes back. After Aspern-Essling, Austria, under Archduke Charles, remained a formidable opponent. The Austrian army recovered and reassembled along the Marchfeld plains. Napoleon's army, though shaken, was reinforced and reorganized. Napoleon knew that to regain the initiative, he had to deliver a crushing blow. The armies. French Grande Army. Commander, Napoleon Bonaparte. Strength, 155,000 men. Experienced veterans now reinforced with artillery and cavalry. Learned from the mistakes at Aspern, especially regarding river crossings. Austrian Army. Commander, Archduke Charles. Strength, 140,000 men. Defensive positions on high ground. Motivated but still recovering from previous defeat. Napoleon had a slight numerical advantage and the initiative. The battlefield Wagram Plains. Unlike Aspern, the battlefield was flat and open, ideal for Napoleon's corps system. The Danube no longer split the armies, removing previous logistical constraints. Both sides lined up in long, dense formations, with artillery batteries dominating the center. Napoleon planned to pin the Austrians while striking their flank. The battle unfolds, 5 to 6 July 1809. Napoleon's strategy. Engage the Austrian center with artillery and infantry. Use cavalry to threaten the flanks and cut retreat. Coordinate all corps in a massive unified assault. The fighting was intense. French artillery fired tens of thousands of rounds. Infantry and cavalry repeatedly clashed across a 20-kilometer front. Austrian attacks were repulsed, but French casualties were severe. A decisive maneuver. On the afternoon of July 6, Napoleon launched a massive central assault, concentrating artillery on the Austrian center. Marshal Davout executed a daring flanking attack. French forces finally broke the Austrian line, forcing a general retreat. The battlefield was littered with tens of thousands of dead and wounded, evidence of the battle's scale. Casualties and aftermath. French losses, 34,000. Austrian losses, 45,000. Despite heavy French casualties, Napoleon had achieved decisive victory. Consequences. Austria sued for peace, leading to the Treaty of Schönbrunn. France gained territory in Central Europe, consolidating Napoleon's empire. Napoleon's aura of invincibility was restored after Aspern-Essling. Why Wagram was significant. The Battle of Wagram demonstrated Napoleon's ability to learn from defeat, mastery of artillery concentration and corps coordination, the effectiveness of strategic planning combined with operational flexibility. It also marked one of Napoleon's last major victories before the challenges of Spain, Russia, and Leipzig tested him in the coming years. At Wagram, Napoleon turned humiliation into triumph. The French army, disciplined and led with precision, crushed the Austrians and forced Europe to acknowledge that the emperor remained the dominant military genius of his age. Wagram was more than a battle, it was a statement. Napoleon would not be defeated easily, and his empire still commanded Europe.